Hello, everybody. Get out of the. It's the welcome to the Joe and Shob show video.
I look like this. I know.
Like this.
I know what you look like.
Oh, okay.
So this is the first. Is this the first video cast?
I mean, they've seen our face on review and reactions and stuff like that, and in vlogs. But the first video cast.
This is going to be interesting. So yeah, my state of the art camera set up.
Yeah.
State of the art mic.
They can't see what the mic looks like.
This is a big deal. I had my notes written on my phone for this.
You did?
Okay.
Well,
I remember what I wrote. It's okay.
I remember what happened on Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, okay. I remember what I wrote.
We'll be all right.
So, if you're listening to this audio right now, you could be watching video on YouTube.
Wait, I can show you the different apps that you can use to listen to the Joe and Shob show.
I was gonna talk about that next.
Thing right here. It's called Play Music. You click that, and then you're like, "Whoa, Google Play." And then all you gotta do is search.
There's a dog over there.
There's a dog over there. And then you can go
search Joe and Shob.
Go to Joe and Shob.
It's all the way at the bottom
in podcasts. And look, there you got the Joe and Shob show. This is Google Play. This is a real phone. We didn't rig this. It happened. So we are here. Watch us on here.
Also, iTunes.
I don't have iTunes, and I don't believe I currently have Stitcher either. Wait.
Stitcher's up.
I have Stitcher.
We have Stitcher. We have a Stitcher.
Just to show the haters. To make sure the haters aren't like, no, they aren't on Stitcher.
We just got on Stitcher yesterday.
There's no real. I
actually haven't checked yet. I just got the email.
Joe and Shob. That's Stitcher right there. Fuck the haters. We're here. We're real. We might not be on iTunes. I don't know. I don't have
We are.
I don't have an iPhone.
We are. I've checked. I have iTunes on my computer just so I can download our show.
Whoops. Don't step on that down there.
That's you. That's not me.
That's me.
All right. So,
higher?
I don't know, dude.
I feel like I'm lower than I'd like to be.
You're just a short person.
Fucking like 3 inches shorter than you. I'm taller than average height.
So,
don't go with my hot dog.
A dog. Okay.
Got in my mouth.
So, we have Stitcher,
even our dog.
iTunes, Google Play, and to entice people to come over to the YouTube channel, our show is in videocast this week on YouTube. And you want to know why? You want to know why I want people to come over to the YouTube channel? Because we have a playlist of old podcasts. We have Picks of the Week. Not this week, unfortunately, because we're recording some a little extra for you guys for maybe next week. And we have coming soon, it's a brand new YouTube exclusive edited pay-per-view review show. We're going to figure it out. And it's going to be great. I'm excited.
Stop that.
What is he eating?
He's eating the corn dog.
What did you not have on the floor?
I mean, I got a hot dog in here. I haven't eaten it.
Oh, okay.
We have a lot of stuff in the pipelines, and this week is the week.
Mm-hmm.
This is July 7th when we're recording this, but it's going to be July 7th when it comes out. It's July 6th when we're recording this.
It's July 6th.
And Joe and Shob is only going this way, never this way. Maybe it is to you guys, and technically perception is
going this way because the video
for real.
Get it?
Yeah, it's going down for real.
No. It's like it's going this because like the video bar.
Yeah, but this way.
See, I'm really pushing this video thing so people go check out the video. Cast.
Up is still up, and the down is still.
Whatever.
Yeah, but you're supposed to still make it so they can like be into it.
Leave a comment
in the comments above.
Dude, comments used to be over here.
Like the channel thing used to be over here too. Channels used to be so like customizable on YouTube.
Not anymore.
I miss those days. I miss those.
We have a great banner.
And we didn't update it. We need to update that.
No, it's fine.
But we took picture specifically to update it.
You're right. I don't have a picture. We'll get it. We'll get the picture.
All right.
That's not important though.
So big news for the WWE. They have gotten more exposure in the last week than they probably have in a very long time.
That's true.
Somebody said bad word on their show. And people were like, whoa, bad word on the public television. What the fuck? How did that happen? Another thing that happened is we have like this guy. He's like in charge of things. Mm-hmm. People like to call him like the leader of the free world. I guess he's like the president or something.
President.
He has a Twitter. He had this Twitter before he was president, and he still has it.
Mm-hmm.
And he never said, "Oh, I'm president. That means I should probably like stop tweeting like stuff like this." But no, he just. So he retweeted a GIF of him at WrestleMania from WrestleMania 23.
10 years ago. Not last year, 10 years ago.
Yeah, he showed up. And he like spears, like slams, whatever, Vince McMahon, but instead it's CNN's head. And it says like fake news, FNN, fake news network. So the leader of the free world retweeted a clip from WrestleMania. So I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
What world do we live in is the question.
I mean, if you're a wrestling fan, it's like, oh, I know what that is. If you're not a wrestling fan, you're probably like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, you're just like, oh, apparently it promotes violence. But all those same people say it's fake. So it's just fake violence? You can't,
I don't know.
You say wrestling's fake whenever you want to make fun of it, but now it's real?
I don't want to get in the whole debate, like, is this a threat of violence? And should the guy... Like, there's a whole other thing you can read into it about the guy who made the GIF. And,
is he a bad person?
Nah, I mean,
I don't love his Twitter, but I thought it was a pretty funny
The
GIF.
Reddit guy who made it is very opinionated.
Towards
Right.
Boruski.
Yes. And CNN doesn't like that. They basically said, yo, we'll release his info. Like, we have the right to reserve his info as long as he doesn't do this ever again. And the guy's like, oh, I'm not going to do it ever again. Because, of course, he's going to say that. But
That's illegal.
it's very, yeah.
You can't just be like, I'm going to release somebody's information.
He didn't say, they didn't say they're going to. They said that we're not going to. Because the guy said he wouldn't do it anymore. That's a little, I don't want to get into the whole debate. And there's a lot of stuff we don't know. It's still going on right now.
I love the current atmosphere of politics and media. It's something I just love to read.
It's what we're going to talk about on our wrestling review show.
Yeah, it's what I love to read every day. It makes me happy.
You got ketchup on your hot dog. That's gross.
What?
I don't like ketchup.
Ketchup on the hot dogs of Ruskies. Who does not want ketchup hooski on the hot dog?
What if I just smacked it and it just fell out onto the floor? Then you would regret getting ketchup.
What do you have a mustard on a hot dog?
No, I don't have anything. I have cheese.
What?
I have cheese.
Nothing
Cheese.
on a hot dog?
Cheese.
Nothing
Cheese.
on a hot dog. Cheese. Okay.
Cheese.
We
Cheese is good.
haven't talked about wrestling.
Okay. So, yeah, that happened.
What other news? We are Pittsburgh based. Nobody can ever deny that. We don't put it in our marketing. It's not a big deal, but we're Pittsburgh based. And
a Pittsburgh-based company.
One of the biggest sports teams in the world of all time, the Pittsburgh Steelers, have a backup running back. He's a great guy, has a big support for breast cancer awareness. Honestly, he's a great guy. He's a great running back. He's not a quarterback. D'Angelo Williams, he wrestled at the Slammiversary. Is that what it's called?
TNA.
15 for TNA. And he did really, really well. Even Dave Meltzer said he was a natural. Like, he did, like, really, really well. And I would love to see him become a wrestler. Just do it.
Yeah, I mean,
sign a contract with WWE and, like, just Steelers fans would watch him and get new eyes. Like, it'd just be fun. Like who is this guy? I showed my dad it. My dad doesn't care about wrestling. And he's probably watching this right now. And he said, oh my God, he was fantastic. Like, he's just going around the ring. It looks so smooth. He does a backflip. Nobody can do a backflip. Nobody. Only this guy. So I just think it's cool to see a crossover. I think all those crossovers are cool. Stephen Amell, Green Arrow, he had a good match with King Barrett Neville.
that video package is great.
Yeah. It was a fun feud. I love feuds like this. This isn't a feud, but I don't know. I think it's neat to watch. You should watch it. I think he could maybe become a crossover star if he keeps going. There was another football player who won tag titles in TNA. His name is Pac-Man Jones. He's a terrible guy. He's an asshole.
Really?
But he was banned for a whole season in NFL.
Wow, you have to do something really bad to do that.
Yeah, and they had him win the tag titles with R-Truth, Ron Killings, but he couldn't be touched because he was still under contract with the NFL. And they realized, why do we give the guy tag titles if he can't be touched?
This is
so they put Xavier Woods in the Consequences Creed in the tag team with him. This was TNA. Of course it was TNA. Who would have somebody win the titles? WCW. Who couldn't be touched unless it was TNA or WCW or somebody who wasn't.
I'd say TNA's come a long way though from their Hogan days.
Yeah,
I remember that.
So we had New Japan stuff happen over the week.
Oh shoot! I forgot I was going to talk about that. You dropped your hot dog. He dropped his hot dog. I knew it was going to happen soon. Okay. I watched.
I just wanted to talk about once you finish.
Yeah. So I actually didn't watch the whole thing, I watched like a sliver of night 2. I watched like the Kenny Omega speech and stuff, but I did watch a good chunk of night 1, including the main event with Cody and Okada, which was pretty good. There was a good tease where, because basically one of the stories that they're doing right now is that Kenny Omega always loses to Okada. He can't beat him, but he's also never hit his finisher on him. And the one time he has his finisher, his foot was on the rope, so it was like, oh. So Cody was like, I'm gonna do it. So he like gets him up to go do it, and everyone's like, oh. And then he didn't hit it. But it was like,
What's Cody's finisher?
The crossroads. Remember that where he's like, what? Yeah, he did in WWE. So, yeah, it was fun. And then, yeah, Okada got on the mic. The crowd loved him.
He's so cool, yeah.
And he's like, I was doing Japan Pro Wrestling today. And it's like, he can speak English? What? Yeah. I didn't even know that. But and then he was at Raw.
Was he?
He was like backstage. He just said hi. He had like Finn Balor's jacket on and stuff. And everyone's like, oh, that's cool. They're all friends.
So Shinsuke is not accomplished yet in WWE. Is Okada the next Shinsuke, though?
Apparently, Okada's being paid an absurd amount of money.
Of course he is.
And also, he was in TNA a couple years ago. And he got treated horribly, so he's like, never mind.
American wrestling sucks, yeah.
Well, him going to TNA also was like, all right, I should probably get a persona.
Yeah.
He has a persona now.
Kazuchika Okada?
Yeah, I've never said his first name. I can't.
I've never said his first name.
Because I'm always afraid I'm going to say it wrong. But
I feel like I'm pretty good at pronouncing Japanese names.
Right.
But I could have been totally wrong on that one. Maybe I remembered it wrong. But he looks really cool.
Yeah.
Kenny Omega impressed. He's the new champ too.
Yeah, the first ever IWGP US champ. He's not American, which everyone was like, because he's Canadian,
of course.
But in his speech, he's
American
like,
doesn't have to hold the U.S. title.
Yeah, in his speech, he's like, yeah, I got my start in America, and stuff like that. So, yeah, you talk for a second.
We have a whining dog upstairs. So what I had to talk about, which is a talking point, since New Japan's doing more stuff in America, and this was a rousing success. Many people would agree with. There's obviously going to be a future of New Japan and prevalence in America. And I've been seeing comments and stuff and tweets and whatever. And people are claiming that in 2 to 3 years, if WWE doesn't change anything, New Japan will overtake WWE. And I'm like, no, buddy, no.
I will say, though, that like...
I'm by overtake, I'm not talking quality. I'm talking relevance and popularity.
Yeah, no. I could see it happening one day, but not because we talk about if WWE was at like a peak and it just wasn't getting any better, then I could see that. But WWE has been improving every year since probably let's say 2013. Yeah, 2014 was better. Actually, I don't know if I would say 2015 was better than 2014, but 2016 was amazing.
Yeah.
2017 has been whatever so far. To be honest,
yeah,
it's been decent.
Money in the Bank sucked.
Money in the Bank sucked, but there haven't been too many bad things. There's been a whole bunch, but there haven't been that many. So, yeah, I'd say that. But I do think like if it's New Japan, New Japan has capability right now of not right now, maybe like a couple years of like catching fire, So here's the thing.
I'm okay. I like competition's fine. It's good. Honestly, it keeps people better. But I'm just saying it's not going to be like legitimate competition because it has still. If you ask random people, like, "Whoa, what's wrestling?" They go WWE. They're not going to. No one will say New Japan first if I just ask somebody randomly on the street. So sorry, no.
Yeah, but I think in a couple years it has the chance of catching fire. If it catches fire and gets popular, which could happen, then yeah, I could see it. I could see it happening. To be honest with you,
am I doing people's eyebrow pretty well right now?
It's pretty decent. Yeah,
the Shob's eyebrow.
No.
Oh no. So we can actually talk about Raw and SmackDown now. Don't ignore that.
Don't ignore that?
Don't ignore that.
All right.
Any highlight moments this week that aren't the main event, which we'll talk about last? Do you think Sasha wins this Sunday?
Oh, good question.
She won the tag team match. Bailey didn't do anything.
No, I don't think she wins.
I don't think she wins either.
DQ made
I think she wins in time.
Something screwy.
Or do you think they're setting up for Nia Jax to eventually maybe get over?
That would be awful. And
There are people who apparently really like Nia Jax. And I'm like, why? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't see it.
There's some people who are like, oh man, if we're talking like in other ways, they're like, oh dude, she's way hotter than Alexa Bliss. And I'm like, okay, whatever.
I mean, people have their preferences.
Yep, okay, I'm sure they do.
She's a very nice lady.
She's a very nice lady. But otherwise, like, I don't know. I want Alexa to keep going with it, but I think Sasha takes it over time. What are you doing?
It's a little white thing down there. Yeah. So, I'm gonna say Alexa wins. Well, Sasha wins by DQ.
What if Alexa just wins clean?
What?
That straight up wouldn't.
That would be so stupid.
Yeah.
That's like, honestly, Alexa shouldn't win any match clean.
Ever.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have beat Bailey clean. But
She didn't. It was a kendo stick match.
No, the one before that.
She did beat Bailey clean. Oh, yeah. Poor Bailey.
Oh.
Yeah.
If Sasha wins, though, who does she face next?
Oh, she'd face Bailey. She'd finally turn heel. No, it's not going to happen.
Nope, never.
We both know it's not going to happen.
Yeah, she should turn heel, definitely.
She should return heel?
She should turn heel, definitely. She should have turned heel forever ago. That's a very satisfying. It's like ASMR. Don't catch my pop filter on fire.
We're here. We're here. All right, sorry, we got cool props this week. I gotta show you the giant props we got. It does smell. So we had Samoa Joe and Brock Lesnar. They're setting up very well for the main event of Great Balls. You think so?
Yeah.
I'm actually very excited for it.
This match is gonna be great.
It's gonna be great. They have done nothing but set it up well. Make these two guys just look like one big guy. This is Brock Lesnar, this is Samoa Joe, and all they've done is boom. That's all they've done. I want to see that. I want to see it.
Are you looking there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I'm also looking at myself.
I'm doing both just to make sure I'm in frame, but you know.
I'm also just making sure I look good. No.
Anyways, yeah, Samoa Joe is if they don't give him something to do after this feud.
Oh, it'll be sad
because I feel like he's been pretty lukewarm since he got on the roster,
but recently it's been better.
Ever since he won that match, that gave him the boost he needed. I think this was his chance to prove himself. And I don't see how he hasn't proved himself.
Oh, he's doing great.
Yeah,
this week they were interviewing, and he's just like, "Oh fuck this! I'm just gonna go to you and beat you up while you're getting interviewed." So
Brock's like, "Okay, Joe, okay,
we're doing this now." Brock, I'm gonna get you, and all it's been is
"Okay, Joe, buddy, okay, Joe."
I thought it was cool how Brock was actually talking to him, not letting Paul do it. He's like, "Yeah, you're funny. I've beaten Triple H. I've beaten John Cena. I've beaten who else did he beat? He said The Rock." I don't know. I'm very excited. All it's been is button heads, and I just want to see the buds finally hit.
The heads finally butt.
I said the buds finally hit.
But yeah, I thought this was another great segment. They're doing everything right. I wouldn't mind the feud continuing down the road.
Yeah.
But man, yeah.
Any chances Jamoso wins?
Probably no.
I think it's 5%.
5%.
I would love to see it. This is his first title defense.
I mean,
and it has been 3 months.
I mean, it doesn't matter because Roman Reigns is going to be champion within a year.
Within a year.
By beating
I thought you were going to say SummerSlam. I was going to say Samoa Slam.
I mean, if Joe beats Brock and somebody interferes.
Joe beats Brock?
I'm going to beat Brock. Yeah, with my Finn shirt. Yeah.
You like Finn Balor.
That means I'm going to lose.
Poor guy.
Oh, man. Don't remind me. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I could see because Samoa Joe hasn't lost to Roman Reigns yet.
Yeah.
So, there's that.
That's true.
We
had a dream match this week.
A dream match?
We had
Heath Slater versus The Miz.
Yeah. we had matches that people back in the day, probably like 6 or 7 years ago, were looking at the NDC and going, "Oh man, I want these guys to have a top of the business WWE match," and they did on.
And you know what? Braun Strowman and Apollo Crews delivered that match, and it was amazing.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I didn't mean Cesaro versus Finn Balor. You love Finn Balor. Cut to the chase.
Cesaro has no charisma. Why would I cheer for?
I love Cesaro.
No, Cesaro he doesn't have it.
Are you trying? Are you trying to be Vince McMahon?
Yeah.
Have you seen that clip whenever he's like, he's trying, he hasn't gotten over the fans. Meanwhile, like 2 weeks later, he comes back and everybody was like, Cesaro's back!
But, yeah. It was interesting.
Elias Sampson interfered, so you didn't get the big payoff, but it was uppercuts, sling blades.
A lot of cool stuff.
Big kicks. It was awesome.
Cesaro's tape fell
like
off.
a 30-minute match with that.
Yeah, they knocked it out of the park, and then Elias Sampson comes out, and I'm like, oh, I knew this was gonna happen, like, but they didn't do the predictable thing. The predictable thing would have been like Elias Sampson's like, and then Finn's like, oh, hey, Elias, don't do that, and Cesaro's like,
good sound effects, dude.
And he did he actually got an uppercut off of that distraction. But Finn kicked out of it, which I thought, that's cool because we've seen that so many times this year. I don't know if it's just me.
Yes.
Maybe just because we watch Raw now, like all the time. But, wow.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Cesaro and Sheamus with a 30-minute Iron Man match, but it also feels like, is this feud still going? It's like kind of crazy. I don't know. Do the Hardys have any chance of winning?
That 2 out of 3 falls match soured me a little bit on the feud. Not gonna lie.
I think that's not their fault. The card was bad. And
that
they
doesn't
just kind of
mean
squeezed them into it. But yeah, I know.
I don't know. I really didn't like that.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I was excited for that match too. But they're gonna have a 30-minute Iron Man match. Maybe they win us back. I'm surprised this wasn't just a 3-on-3 with Finn.
Well, they did that last week. They can't do it again.
For the 3-way titles.
For the 3-way titles.
They give Finn one more title, and the Hardys win. Then it's the same exact title.
See, Finn and Elias, it hasn't been announced for Great Balls, but should we just assume it's going to happen?
Stop, I hate, can't stand Great Balls.
You said Great Balls earlier.
I hate it, though. Great Balls.
Should we just assume that it's going to happen?
On the pre-show.
Did you know the Cruiserweight match is on the pre-show?
Which one? Oh, yeah, it is. Of course it is.
It means there's not going to be a title change. Do you imagine if Neville lost his title on the pre-show?
Akira Tozawa has been doing his ha-ha thing. Or ha.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny.
That's pretty funny. But anyways, back to the main thing. Finn and Elias, I'm assuming it's just going to happen.
I have no idea if it's going to happen.
It should. I mean, unless it happens at SummerSlam. But then they have 6 weeks till SummerSlam or something like that,
Yeah. Finn's got to do something at SummerSlam because he has like the storyline, and it's like, a year from his title loss. Since he won the title, where is he now? I'm feuding with Elias.
I'm feuding with Elias.
He needs something, but Elias Sampson is never the something.
Hey, Finn can't beat the Drifter. He's got to summon the demon to beat the Drifter.
No,
that's how good the Drifter is.
No, never, ever, ever, never. I don't like Elias Sampson. He hasn't done anything to make me care that much. But I don't know. On Raw, also we got Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt talking more and stuff. Seth came out and he was like, "Oh man, he's always talking about the audience and saying like you guys suck and you guys don't suck." And then he left, and that was really it.
Wow, I don't care about this.
You knew that. That was exactly what that promo was, right?
Yeah, this is amazing though because I want Bray Wyatt to succeed and I like him, but wow, like this is the first feud that he's had where I can say that this is cold, like this cold as ice. I do not care at all about this feud. The only thing I did care about a little bit was Bray. He was talking about how he's like a curse to Raw. And now when he showed up, Enzo and Cass broke up, like the Golden Tooth broke up.
That's pretty cool.
He's basically alluding to how, because of him being on Raw, bad things are happening. I kind of like that.
Yeah.
But it's stupid.
They can do something with it. He needs like a Wyatt family.
Because he's
always
lost.
in the Wyatt family. Now he's all alone.
He lost to Roman, and who else has he lost to?
Randy.
Randy, you can't take him as a threat.
All of his feuds are the same. He just goes against a top level talent and then loses.
Can I give you a fantasy?
Go against somebody who's like middle of the food chain and then another middle of the food chain until you get up to the top, and then we're like, all right, Bray's back, baby.
Can I give you a fantasy booking idea for Seth? Because he's having a little trouble too.
Sure. Apparently, what culture says he needs a turn.
No, but here's what I will say about him. So you have Seth Rollins needs to do something. You know, he hasn't really done anything for a while.
He doesn't have an ongoing story.
Yes. So Bray Wyatt, he has a match with Bray Wyatt. Bray wins. So why not? Yeah. Bray needs a win. He wins, beats Seth. Seth's all angry, and Kurt Angle's like, you know what, Seth? You know what? You're. I'm going to give you a chance, and you'll be in a number one contenders match for the IC title. And Seth ends up feuding with The Miz, and then he wins the IC title, and then they kind of they go back and forth. A, it would make Seth look pretty good because he has a title, and B, it would make the IC title look pretty good because a main eventer like him is feuding with him. Yeah, I mean it's just something to do.
The Miz won it back too because it's literally just Miz, somebody else, Miz, somebody else.
My fantasy booking number one, also YouTube exclusive. Go watch that video. It's coming true.
Oh, it's coming damn true.
Damn, it's true. It's damn true.
Oh,
I don't hate that idea though personally.
Me personally, I don't hate that idea.
You could have Seth beat Dean for the number one contendership, and then Dean just goes away for a while. And then at the end of the Miz and Seth feud, Dean comes back and he's heel and he beats up Seth.
Yeah.
Because he's like...
Dean needs to do something, and maybe heel. I don't know. Most wrestlers who have wrestled for a very long time have tried both. Like, who hasn't tried both? John Cena. That's the only one I can think of.
Roman was a heel in the Shield. So was Dean, though. Singles. Let's talk singles.
Singles. Roman, I'm going to argue and say hasn't always been face, even with singles. Dean has. Who else who has been, I'm talking like an entire career, was only ever face or heel?
Well, John Cena was a heel with his gangster thing, his rap thing, remember?
Okay. Honestly, it's hard to name anybody who was only one. Even Stone Cold, the most popular guy ever, was heel at one point.
He was heel a bunch of times.
Yeah, but I'm saying okay.
Tommy Dreamer, was he ever a heel?
I'm talking big guys.
Tommy Dreamer's not a big guy. He's a very big guy.
This is like an edgy Christian joke.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a big guy in ECW, but we're talking like RVD. Was RVD ever heel?
No.
Rey Mysterio. He was never. Rey Mysterio couldn't ever be a heel. There's one. Be hard to name another. Jeez.
Rey Mysterio. Yeah, that's a good one.
All I'm trying to say is you got to change things up because maybe being a heel, maybe trying the other side of the card works better for you. So I think they need to try it.
I think if your character's stale, then you can turn them heel and it'll work. Yeah. Otherwise, if you get like a Dolph Ziggler, where I think our problem with him, if I remember correctly, was just he wasn't doing anything. There's a doggo here, by the way.
No.
What was our problem with face Dolph Ziggler? Do you remember?
He always lost.
He always lost.
He still loses.
And he still loses. But he just wasn't. I don't remember because I remember he turned heel and we were like, finally, this is good.
Well, keep talking. Obviously.
All right, yeah, but Dolph Ziggler. That's an example of a heel turn that hasn't gone great. But I think it's just because whenever he did turn heel, no one cared. And
we cared for a little bit.
We cared for a little bit, but then he got into a handicap match with Kalisto and Apollo Crews. So maybe it's not entirely his fault that his heel turn failed. He also got beat by Apollo Crews, and he never
came back from it.
Yeah, but Dean is an example of something. He hasn't been heel singles in WWE yet. FCW, he was heel and he was really good.
He's learned that on the Shield. He could be fine. He could do it.
He was heel on the Indies, I think, his entire indie run.
Yeah, he just seems like a natural
and he's done everything.
Jerk.
He's done everything as a face.
Jerk, and he could be fine.
He's done everything as a face.
Yeah.
What is there left to do?
Be a back.
Exactly. Seth though, Seth is an IC. Also, if Seth won the IC title, he would be a grand slam or a Grand Slam, right?
He would. Dean became one before him. Isn't that crazy?
No, he didn't. He never won tag.
I forgot. I just assumed in the Shield that it was like Freebird.
No, the New Day, I think, brought that in.
Oh, so Roman became one before him.
Right.
Poor guy.
Wait, no, Roman didn't win the IC title.
He won the U.S.
Yeah, Grand Slam's like winning all of them.
Oh, okay. So he won the other one. What's the other one?
US.
No, there's something other than Grand Slam where when you
Triple Crown.
Triple Crown. That's it.
Yeah.
That's
the Miz is a Grand Slam. Because I don't think it matters which world title you win. As long as you win a world title, both mid-card and a tag. I think that's what you need. But
Miz is like a surprisingly big deal. It's great.
Yeah, and he's in one of the best runs of his career.
Yeah. He's got the Miz Taraj, which is a terrible name, but very entertaining. So here's a good transition to Miz TV.
Yeah.
Where you? So Dean and Miz are still feuding. There's no fire in the feud right now. They've had Miz TV almost week after week doing other crazy stuff. I'm glad he has a Miz Taraj. It's kind of keeping things interesting. I want to see what Bo and Curtis got, but
months ago I pitched that for Fandango and Tyler Breeze because they weren't doing anything.
They're on SmackDown.
But here we are.
Oh, he was on. SmackDown.
He was on SmackDown. But here we are, and I'm having fun with it. So
yeah, Breeze and Hongo are doing great. So
yeah, they're doing better than Miz Taraj.
They are doing better than Miz Taraj. Doing better than Miz. But I just don't care about it right now. He made a very good point. He did say the IC title, it's his job to make it important. And I was like, oh, shit, dude, he's kind of being honest right there.
Yeah, he was. I remember months ago, because that's how long this feud has been going, he cut into like Dean Ambrose's character and was like, he's lazy, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, that's kind of a common critique of him on like the internet. That's pretty good. And then this week he said, you know, Dean is he doesn't take anything seriously. He's a comedy act. Like, he'd rather do that than this. And that's what we literally just talked about with this heel turn.
Yeah.
So, you know what? He was right.
I'm glad he's speaking truth. Nothing really happened in this other than Miz Taraj getting Dean. They got Dean. But there's going to be an IC title match. Heath Slater and Rhino did come out. They had a good IC title match. It was entertaining, at least. We knew Heath Slater wasn't going to win. He didn't. But this weekend we got Dean and Miz again to look forward to. They've never had a match for the IC title before.
We need a gimmick match.
Last month it was like the opposite of a gimmick match, even though it was still a gimmick match. And I don't know. I just seeing them one-on-one just sounds weird. Like I don't know. I do want a gimmick match. I want a Great Balls of Fire match.
Inferno match, Miz and Dean. Let's do it.
Didn't somebody have a finisher that was like called the Fireball?
I don't know.
Jerry Lawler, didn't he?
I don't know.
Okay, well, we'll look it up later. I want a Great Balls of Fire match. So let's do that. But
Rocket League match.
Rocket League match. It's the Rocket League pay-per-view. They got the cars, they got the balls, they got the fire, they got the rock. Anyway, you know, Miz and Dean. What? Keep going.
No. I forgot. Yeah. We
okay. What else happened on Raw?
Oh, Enzo and Cass.
Oh, Enzo and Cass. It started the show. They had a package to start the show. I'm actually maybe interested in this match, but I still think it might be a squash match. Do you think it'll be a squash match?
Yeah. I'm curious. We still don't really know the direction of where Big Cass's character's going. It's going to be like
He's actually pretty good talking on his own, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm. I really just don't know what he's gonna, like, how he's gonna be portrayed. I don't know where Enzo's gonna go. I still think Enzo's gonna be with Big Show. I think Big Show is the key to all this because we haven't seen Big Show since before they broke up. Mm-hmm. And Cass and Big Show were already like, ooh.
I actually don't think Big Show has much to do with this. I know you do, but I'm not subscribed to that idea.
I think Big Show comes out at Great Balls of Fire after their match and helps Enzo and is like, and then at SummerSlam we see Big Cass, Big Show.
Against who?
Each other.
I thought you said Big Show.
No, it's not what I meant.
Shut up, I'm an idiot.
That's not what I meant.
Whatever. No, I'm so sorry. Against who? But whenever Big Cass is getting interviewed about what Enzo did, he was just like, dude, he spent 7 minutes talking about nothing. That was so dumb. And then Enzo just comes flying out of nowhere. I was like, whoa, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Maybe they have a good match. But I've never actually seen Enzo wrestle. I've seen Enzo wrestle, but I've never seen Enzo wrestle.
Doing the dance?
All I ever see him do is like fly off the turnbuckle. That's pretty much it.
Remember Royal Rumble when he came out?
He got eliminated right away.
And then Brock was like, and then And that was it.
Yeah, Enzo is one of the most popular jobbers ever, honestly.
Yeah.
Because is he not a jobber? He never wins matches himself.
I mean, you could when Big Cat says that Enzo was holding it back, you could not disagree.
Yeah? I mean, yeah. They could have won the tag titles eventually. They were supposed to at WrestleMania, but then the Hardys happened.
I still like the idea of just having Big Cass as a singles guy with Enzo as manager. I think that would have been the way to go if you wanted to make Big Cass a big deal. Because that would have made him unique, too.
Big Cass has been in a title match. It's crazy.
Let's say this, though. Big Cass is in danger of literally just being like every other heel on the roster, right? With Enzo, he would have been unique. He would have been a face, too, but he would have been unique. So let's say.
Yeah. He could have been, maybe Enzo is a heel manager. He's like, oh, dog, you suck. I don't know. Something annoying like that. They could just be annoying, which people argued they already were.
They were.
But,
well, Enzo kind of was sometimes.
Yeah, he's also kind of entertaining.
He talked too long.
Enzo had great, stupid quotes, though. I love them.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Zero dimes.
I could buy haters.
Yeah, that one.
You can't teach that. You got all the great ones.
Mm-hmm.
But,
he still has them.
maybe one day something happens with this feud, but I still want to see if the demands come back in returns. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they get what back on this because they're losing a lot of merch opportunities in the future, having them not be tagged a tag team and them being by themselves. I don't know. It just doesn't sound as appealing.
Right. I can see that.
At least separated.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's Raw, other than Braun Strowman coming out with an ambulance.
The ending of Raw was kind of stupid, I thought. The only good part, well, Apollo Crews getting a chance to shine, which was pretty cool.
He's a good wrestler, he's just not interested.
Obviously, that moonsault where Braun just, kicked him.
Yeah.
That was
like this,
kicked him. And because he does it, and you're like,
flies.
He's gonna land on Braun's knees. No.
Yeah, he flies. That was so perfect.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
I wonder if that was planned.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah.
And that's going to be like a gift people have saved for a while.
Mm-hmm. But that was amazing. Really predictable ending.
No, I disagree. I didn't think Braun was going to stop the pin twice.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the ambulance.
Oh, of course, Roman. But I'm talking about the actual match. Braun does the running power slam, and then he's like, nah, I want to do it again. And then he's like, oh, he stops the pin a second time. He's like, nah, I want to do it again. And then he slams him, and he's like, okay, now I win. I was like, Braun's doing things that are different. I like Braun. Braun is like one of my favorites now. He's awesome. He just has that shirt of his face, and it says "Monster Among Men." I'm like, yeah, Braun Strowman.
Does the back of it say "I'm not finished with you"?
It better,
because I haven't seen it yet.
Is Braun Strowman like the ultimate face on Raw right now?
They don't want him to be a face. I feel like they don't want. He just demolished Apollo Crews. I don't think they want him to be a face.
But isn't he?
He kind of is.
he's awesome. I love him.
But
better than Finn Balor. Hey, I went there.
You're not wrong.
I love Finn Balor too,
but
I knew whenever he walked into that ambulance that there was a fist waiting for him, and it was Roman Reigns, and it was, and he punched him, and he was going to spear him off of the stage, and he did. I actually thought Braun would maybe move, but he didn't, and he just set it up, and he got speared. Which is honestly okay because Braun basically did kind of the same thing to him the past few weeks. So
does this mean that Braun wins at the pay-per-view?
I hope so. I really think he should because if he returns and then loses, it'd be really dumb.
Yeah, but
this is my most excited match in the pay-per-view, by the way.
But again, we're back to the thing where we know Roman's going to beat Brock Lesnar.
I don't know that.
I think he's going to be the one to beat Brock Lesnar. I want that to just
Braun to
happen already. I don't think that'll happen.
You don't know that. They see that Braun is up and coming to become one day bigger than Roman.
I'm going to say Roman wins at the pay-per-view.
I don't think so.
Okay. Hey, we can disagree.
We're doing predictions later, so whatever, dude.
Whatever. I should have worn that hat.
You should have worn the hat.
I'll show the hat some other time. Right. For the Great Balls review or reactions.
Set up SmackDown.
Okay. SmackDown. We had the Independence Day Battle Royal. We had John Cena return. We had women's title match.
I don't give a damn about my bad reputation.
He's on a skateboard. No, he's not. Okay. Let's start with John Cena because I actually didn't like this
You didn't
segment.
like it?
No, I did not.
I didn't like that Rusev came back and they're doing the same exact thing that they did in 2015. It is just, Rusev coming back was the big elusive trump card that they had.
Mm-hmm.
And they could have saved it for Randy versus Jinder, in my opinion. And they didn't. They are still like keeping him as a Bulgarian brute heel and just keeping that and pinning that to his character. And having a match against John Cena in a pay-per-view is nothing to be ashamed of.
A flag match?
To be ashamed of. But I feel like he had bigger things when he came back. He had we thought he was going to have a title match at Money in the Bank. And while John Cena's promo was fantastic, he's very good at talking. I just don't feel like they're using Rusev in the way they could have.
See, they could have done, like, this is the most standard build-up for any match of all time. Oh, man, got one up.
I think Rusev needs an extra life.
He does, because he's going to get destroyed. See, Rusev is
I don't think he necessarily loses.
Rusev's a funny guy. You know, he said, I'm going to be in the WWE title match, Money in the Bank. Didn't happen. He comes back this week. We don't know. He should have interrupted someone like Shane McMahon and been like, "Yo, why didn't I do that?" And Shane's like, "Well, you gotta earn titles or title opportunities around here, except Lana." And actually do stuff like that. Instead, Rusev just comes out. He's like, "I'm gonna fight you at Battleground."
And it was the same exact thing. Like, I feel like I was transported to 2015 before WrestleMania 31. And it's like, why do I need to see the same thing? A flag match? They're I'm gonna take the flag from you. That would have been. I don't know why they didn't just do it.
I'm gonna take the flag from you.
I don't know why they just didn't do it on SmackDown, because having a flag match, U.S. versus Bulgaria after July,
this is just filler.
Won't matter as much.
This is just filler.
And they need to set up John Cena to still be a big deal. So whenever he loses to Roman Reigns, it'll be a big deal for Roman Reigns. So I don't think they're going to have Rusev lose. And I fucking love Rusev. Do something different with him. Fuck.
What do you think about John Cena staying a free agent?
Oh, I liked that.
Really?
He just it was very ballsy. He just came out there and said, "I'm a free agent. You know what that means? I don't have that much time left. And it means I'm going to face whoever I want at any point." And I loved how he named down the list. He was just like, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins, blah. Do you say Dean Ambrose?
Probably not.
Yeah. Poor Dean Ambrose. But whenever he said Roman Reigns, everybody was like, whoa, the idea of John Cena versus Roman Reigns. I want to see that. You want to see that. You probably want to see that. I want John Cena to win, but he's not going to.
He's not going to win. That's the thing. That's the one thing I'd say.
That's the one person that John Cena needs to put over.
Yeah. I don't know.
Wait, what if Rusev and John Cena have a match at SummerSlam? John Cena never wins at SummerSlam. Go Rusev.
I still don't think it's gonna.
Really? So you think the 6 years?
They're gonna do something different with John Cena at SummerSlam. They're gonna be something big with him, like Shinsuke.
Wow.
Or Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin. Ugh. Barbin.
AJ Styles.
Yeah.
I'd love to see that. Even though it may,
no one looks at the card and goes, "Oh man, AJ versus John. I don't want to see that. They're great."
They already had a match of the year candidate, so
their SummerSlam match is better.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually saw a top 10, top 10 WWE matches of the last decade, and 4 or 5 of them were John Cena matches. And I'm like, guys, I don't know why people still discredit John Cena if he's been in so many great matches. So stop that. I see you typing in the comments going, John Cena always wins. He's still really good. Fuck you.
He didn't win at SummerSlam 2016 against AJ Styles.
Or
that was a great match.
2015, or 2014, or 2013, or 2012, or 2011. So fuck you.
But yeah.
Either way, John Cena coming back exciting, but not.
You dropped the ball.
Why did it have to be?
You dropped the ball.
This is what WWE did with Rusev and John Cena's return. Oh, they dropped the ball. Fuck them.
So, yeah.
We had New Day and Usos.
Oh my God.
In a rap battle, and it was surprisingly extremely entertaining. Whenever you hear that, you're like, oh, rap battle on SmackDown.
I was really worried.
That's not going to be cringy. It wasn't. Usos throwing fire, shot fire at Xavier
Great balls
Woods
of fire.
for his rated R. They said he was rated R. And everybody's like, oh! And they're obviously referencing Xavier Woods having sex on tape with Paige.
That's just what they keep talking about on the like everyone's talking about that. But there are some other the whole rap battle is good. You know, like when he talked about Xavier made a reference like, oh, you just got to carry Roman's bags and stuff like that.
And also, they were like, Kofi, you're not even really Jamaican. I think, what did they say?
I don't
Something
remember.
like that.
Yeah, but it was fun. It was fun.
They had like a rapper there.
Wale.
I thought his name was Whale because I read it. Apparently, he's a huge wrestling fan. Everybody liked him, so that's good.
I've heard of him before.
You've heard of him?
Yeah.
Have you heard his music?
Probably not, which means he's probably on WWE TV some other time, and that's all I know.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, I guess so. It was a good segment. I'm excited for their match on the 23rd of July. Oh, puppy. Isn't that 23rd of July for Battleground?
Covered up the doggo.
Oh, no.
23rd
Like of July, yep.
Something
at
like
Battleground. And that's when New Days were going to win and become the three-time tag champs, but 2 times Raw, 1 time SmackDown, be the first double champs. The first double champs. There can be 2 champs at one time. It was a good feud. It's actually a very good feud.
Yeah. Shame the first match ended the way it did. I hope we just get a whole match. I hope
we get a whole match where they don't just go, oh, look at the time. We got to stop.
Time to go.
Bye-bye. What'd you think about the U.S. title battle royal?
I liked it.
What'd you think about the biggest breakup in history of WWE?
What the Hype Bros?
Hype Bros breaking up.
I saw it coming though. I didn't think
Mojo was going to be the one to turn.
I don't think he's going to turn heel though.
He turned on Zack Ryder, is what I meant to say.
Yeah.
He can't be a heel. Come on. Is he a believable heel at all?
Well, no one's hype. You guys aren't hype. You guys suck. I'm hype.
I'm hype. You're not. Beat you up because you're not hype.
I mean, yeah.
I'd be dumb. But this positions Zack Ryder to go over on Mojo Rawley and, like, I don't know, like, become something. Baby Zack Ryder.
Best part of the Battle Royal was Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, Ty Dillinger did stuff.
He hasn't done anything since, I think, 2 weeks before Backlash. I was
surprised to see him. It was awesome.
He hasn't done anything since, like, before Backlash.
Yeah.
And now he's finally on TV again. He was in the final 3 of the Battle Royal.
Pretty
big deal. I love that. Yeah, he was great. He was great.
This was a good idea, too, and we're just getting AJ and Kevin again, but no one looks at the card and says, oh, boy, Kevin Owens and AJ Styles. I want to see that. We want to see that.
I'd love to see them in a no DQ match, personally.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, maybe. I have a feeling Kevin still might win here.
Maybe.
What'd you think about Chad Gable being a singles again and having to face AJ Styles for the chance to be in the match?
See, I saw that and I was like, oh, man.
What are they doing with American Alpha as a tag team?
See, they had a SmackDown Fallout thing, and it was just Chad Gable was basically like, yeah, they're just giving me opportunities. Jason Jordan's going to get an opportunity too, and he'll show you, and we're going to work together.
I hope Jason does get an opportunity too, because he's obviously just as talented. They're very good.
I think maybe next week we might see like Jason Jordan and Kevin Owens. I think it's going to have like they're going to show both of them off. It's not just going to be Chad Gable.
That'll make them as a tag team more interesting if they're still a tag team, but they do single stuff as well.
They haven't done anything.
Whenever they do come together, you're like, oh, cool. We don't see that all the time.
They haven't done anything forever. And even when they were champs, they weren't doing anything.
Yeah, well, there's no one for them to do anything against. Now that they built up Breezango, like, there's other people.
New Day.
The Colognes are apparently leaving WWE.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So, who's on SmackDown? Breezango, The Ascension.
The Ascension are funny.
Usos, New Day.
That segment last week with Breezango, I thought the Ascension was really funny.
Yeah, but the Ascension aren't supposed to be funny.
Yeah, the club should move to SmackDown.
They should.
Personally, I think.
I forgot that they existed.
Yeah.
Also, never mind. Just said something about Carl Anderson's wife, but
oh yeah, that was weird.
She doesn't wear clothing in public.
Yeah, it's weird. Whatever. What else happened on SmackDown?
We had. I don't remember.
Lana and Naomi. Naomi beat Lana.
Oh my God, no!
See, I read this. I didn't watch it live. I read this and I was like, okay, so Naomi beat Lana in 8 seconds or something. And I was like, oh, jeez. I wonder what happened. She tapped out, like, clean, completely, like, just whoop.
She got Kurt Hawkins.
She got Kurt Hawkins.
Gets set up for weeks.
She got former Jinder Mahal.
And then you look at the card and you go, oh, Lana. She's only had 4 matches in her career, and 3 of them were title matches that she lost. She sucks. Like, what? I feel bad for her.
I don't know why they did this.
I don't know why she was set up as even anything.
Why would you even do this match?
Maybe, like, this is practice for the future. And maybe one day she becomes, like, the best wrestler ever. But,
yeah, you remember when Kurt Angle lost 3 title matches in a row in the beginning of his career?
yeah. All against Buff Bagwell.
Yeah.
No. I feel bad for her. These weren't entertaining. The first one was the best one, but this match only existed because the second match, I think maybe Naomi botched by not having her shoulders not putting both of her shoulders on the ground.
Maybe.
And I was like, oh, Naomi. But hey, Naomi changed her title and now it glows.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. It makes it unique, but she's still boring as can be.
Mm-hmm.
She's still pretty boring. Wow. Man, I sure do want to feel the glow. I sure do. It's so much fun. What an entertaining gimmick.
She finally made the title glow, though. I think it's about time. Like, she should have done that forever ago.
She should have done that. I feel like she's not going to hold that much longer.
Yeah. How much? What else happened?
On SmackDown.
For a July 4th episode, not too bad. The Breezango and did you see the Breezango and Ty Dillinger thing backstage?
I did.
That was funny. There was Tyler Breeze was dressed up like Renee Young and was interviewing him like, what do you think about Breezango? And Fandango's in the back dressed up like a construction worker and he's just like peeking up. And then like at the very end, Ty's like, oh, hey Fandango. And he's like, my bad.
they're so
and he's like, do you think we were convincing? And he's like, I didn't even know that we were us. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's awesome. I'm going to look if anything else happened on SmackDown.
Hey. Sorry, Doggo.
Just take it out of the podcast.
No, we're fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, what? Oh, God. Okay, SmackDown Live. Independence Day Battle Royale. John Cena's return. New Day, new stuff score on wrap out. Naomi versus Lana. Daniel Bryan suspends James Ellsworth. Whatever.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan suspended James Ellsworth, so Carmella's going to be on her own for a month, but like, it's not a big deal. Like, James Ellsworth is fun, but he's nothing like a big deal.
Oh, Randy Orton Jinder.
No, it was Randy Orton in English, Tommy.
Yeah. But like, Randy Orton and Jinder ended up having like a little thing, and then Randy's like, I'm going to kick your ass. And it was like, oh!
Whoa, you said a bad word.
But yeah, you know.
What about Shinsuke and Baron coming to blows?
So they just fought backstage.
Wow, let's watch that.
We're going to watch it right now? That's copyright.
Oh, they can't tell. Okay, Baron beat him up.
Wow, this is like potato cam.
Baron beat him up with his laptop.
At least get rid of the...
Okay, Shinsuke's getting his ear pulled. Come, son. You're getting your timeout. I like Shinsuke's new shirt. I didn't watch this.
He got a new shirt?
Yeah, well, it's like a ninja star. Oh. Okay. So I guess Baron and Shinsuke are feuding? Is that a thing? Oh,
you didn't lock it.
I guess they're feuding?
You just hit restart. You didn't hit pause. Like, the video ended right whenever you hit pause. Do you have YouTube Red?
Yes, it's free for 3 months.
Oh, I still don't have it.
I only like it because you can save videos offline and...
Get it and watch our stuff. We'll make more money.
And you can play videos while locked.
That's pretty alright.
It is pretty alright.
I usually I watch the H3 podcast. I just kind of put that on my bedside while it's on. I don't even care.
Oh.
My phone locks when it's over with, so.
Oh, okay. That's good. I just don't like my phone running on battery. But other than that was WWE for the week. We have any oh shit, predictions. Fuck.
Whoa.
All right.
Wait a minute.
We're going to look up the card. Don't you
just
worry.
Look it up on your phone. Oh.
But this way we can look at it.
Oh god. Okay, so while we're getting started here.
Great Bullies of Fire.
He's looking it up. He's looking up the wonderful there, right there. The matches. The matches. You didn't WWE Great Balls of Fire.
I'm not a smart person.
I know that. Okay,
right.
so
I know that.
we have Neville.
Pre-show will be for ties. We got Neville versus Akira Tozawa with Titus O'Neil. Neville, because why would Neville lose to
He's
Akira
the best
Tozawa if he didn't lose to Austin Aries.
If we did that fantasy booking thing that we were going to do for picks, mine would have been about Neville.
Okay.
So
I forgot we were doing. You should reminded me. It's all your fault. It's all my fault.
We'll do it next week.
So we'll now start with Brock Lesnar. Roman Reigns versus Braun Strowman in an ambulance match. I got Braun Strowman.
I got Roman.
Braun Strowman? I got Roman.
I got Roman.
Yeah, no.
You got Strowman?
Braun
I got
Strowman
Roman.
is my boy. He's winning this match. I don't even need to justify it. For predictions, by the way, we always justify our choices with what we talked about for the last hour. So I'm just going to say them.
Yeah.
Alexa Bliss versus Sasha
Although
Banks.
if we're going to make this our own video, just elaborate like a tiny bit.
Oh, shit, you're right. Frick. Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks. We got Alexa Bliss. I mean,
Sasha.
It'd be too early in a rivalry for Sasha to win it.
I have
right
Sasha, but by DQ.
Oh, okay. Damn it, that doesn't count, doesn't it? Alexa Bliss.
You think she's going to win by cheating?
But no one's going to catch it.
I think Sasha's winning by DQ. So technically, I'm going to say Sasha
Dude,
Banks.
technically, this is a gimmick match because it's for the WWE Raw. Kidding. It makes no sense. I just see it.
Okay, Seth Rollins, Bray Wyatt.
Wow, what a very interesting match.
Who do you got?
Bray Wyatt.
Really?
For some reason. It won't make sense, but
I got Seth Rollins. I know I mentioned earlier, like, it would be cool if Seth went to the feud with The Miz, but no, I think Seth's still winning here. I don't think they're going to do that.
All right, Enzo, big cast because
Big Cass.
Enzo's this guy, and Enzo's a little teen guy, and Big Cass is that guy. So you know what happens when a big guy, a little small guy, he squashes the little guy. Then you only have a big guy left because Enzo's dead. So Big Cass, because Big Cass wants to and will go up here, and Enzo will just kind of stay down here and be. I talk a lot. I can't teach that.
Miz and Dean.
Miz by Shob. Well, Dean will win, but shenanigans.
You think Dean's going to win?
Shenanigans. That's what I'm saying. Like, he won't get the title.
I think Miz is just going to win.
Straight up.
Straight up, with the help of the Miz Taraj.
Miz is going to win clean.
No, with the help of the Miz Taraj.
Well, that's not
So it'll be
clean.
like, the Miz Taraj. I didn't say clean. I said like he's going to win. He's going to pin Dean Ambrose.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying. Because this feud needs to end. And if it ends like that, the feud's not going to end. The feud needs to end.
Why would the feud end if the Miztourage won for him?
Because, I don't know, I feel like there's more of a chance of it ending if that happened as opposed to what you're saying.
All I'm saying is Miz could be champ after this.
Yes.
All right.
I think Miz is going to win officially.
Dean's going to win the match.
I think Miz is going to win the match, so you're predicting Dean.
Dean's fired up, dude.
Okay. Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Hardys.
In a 30-minute Iron Man match. I would enjoy if Cesaro and Sheamus win. But
I think
what are the Hardys going to do if they don't win?
I think Cesaro wins.
Cesaro.
I think
I hope they
Sheamus
win.
and Cesaro win.
If we're looking at the best wrestler who can handle the 30 minutes, it's not Matt and Jeff. It is not Sheamus. It's Cesaro. He can do it for 30 minutes. He laces up the boots, and he's a master of wrestling. He is a technician, and he will be the Iron Man.
You know what I'd love? I kind of would prefer if this match was like a tornado tag.
Yo, Terminator.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Tornado tag falls count anywhere matches to me are so much fun to watch.
Yeah. They're great.
Stuff like that. They had one with Legacy versus DX a long time ago, and it was a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, I've seen that too.
Yeah.
There's also a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, well, actually, the falls count anywhere is a submission count anywhere match, but it doesn't matter. It was still fun to watch. They went backstage.
Submissions. Stupid.
Brock Lesnar.
We skipped Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe.
We'll save it for last.
You're right. Brock Lesnar, sadly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Brock Lesnar.
I would love to say Samoa Joe.
We disagreed on a lot of this card, though.
Disagreed?
Yeah, we disagreed.
Yeah, I said Braun, you said Roman. I said Alexa, you said Sasha. I said Bray Wyatt, you said Seth. We both said Big Cass. I said Dean, you said Miz. Both said Shman Mazzaro.
Yeah.
And Brocky, Stocky, Maki wearing the Sakis.
Oh. And if they do
beat Samoa Joe because they love Brock Lesnar, I guess.
If they add Drifter versus Finn.
Oh, but the Finn, duh.
Yeah.
It's the same we're talking about. The match will end, and then it'll say Finn. It's over. Get it?
Oh. All right. Well, that's the show this
week.
week.
A great show. And Neville, we already said that. Neville is going to win if it's a tiebreaker.
That was our show this week.
That was our show this
week. The video cast.
You got any questions for me? Because if this is the auto,
I just assumed that the predictions.
cut.
I thought the predictions was going to be like the extra bonus part.
All right. I'm going to create a question for you.
Here we go.
Right now.
All right, let's go.
What is your favorite time of the year to watch wrestling? I fucking made that up out my ass, baby. All right, tell me.
It's changed. It used to be January because the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
Not anymore. Not since 2012, probably. Because there hasn't. Well, 2011, I'd say, because there hasn't really been a good Rumble winner since 2010. In my opinion.
Really?
The ball rolled away. Yeah, personally, that's just how I feel.
It's thundering.
Dang, I can't play with my sparklers.
Oh,
July 4th.
it's July 6th.
I would say now.
Now is your favorite time in the dog days of summer?
No, I would say this past year I had a lot of fun watching like before WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
Not a fun watching after WrestleMania.
It's my favorite time watching it. Like, earlier the year, you're just sitting at home and you're like, I'm gonna watch like a random match. But like in the middle of the summer when the TV's not very good and you have a long stretch between big pay-per-views. This is WrestleMania. This is SummerSlam. You're kind of waiting.
I think
you go outside more and do other stuff.
I think post
before WrestleMania and Royal Rumble, that's like your winter. You're gonna watch wrestling.
Yeah, I think post balls and post Battleground, we're gonna see everything pick up and lead into SummerSlam. I think that'll be exciting, personally. But
another good time of the year is also like after November. Like November to April is like prime wrestling, in my opinion. Like Survivor Series to WrestleMania. SummerSlam's still great. I love SummerSlam.
Yeah.
But before and after SummerSlam is not always pretty.
No, after SummerSlam sucks.
Yeah. Kind of. Last year was weird.
It was weird last year, but it didn't really start sucking until Clash of Champions where we're like, oh, Triple H is going to come out.
Oh, it was so bad.
And then he didn't.
Year. Last year it was like,
and then we
were waiting for something to happen. Nothing happened. Clash of Champions, nothing happened. Hell in a Cell, blah, Backlash, Flash, blah.
AJ Styles won a Backlash. That was cool.
Yeah, that was cool. I'll be honest. Yeah, obviously stuff happened there.
But yeah, that's it.
Thank you for watching the Joe and Shob Show this week. We will see you probably another video cast next week because I am off the middle of next week. Are you off the middle of next week, Joe?
Yeah, after 4.
We're hopefully going to do a video cast for the rest of the summer. So look forward to the Joe and Shob Summercast. I feel like the lead singer at a tour of a concert.
Let's see what your audio levels are at. I'm curious. Look, you made a square in Audacity. How cool.
Boom, boom.
That sounds probably way less cool.
Boom, boom. No.
Is our outro? Wait, fade out. You gotta fade out.
I'm born on a crazy train. I faded.